The process for creating graphics for the web is very similar to that of creating documents for print. In this movie, I'll show you how to create web graphic documents inside of Illustrator. So let's go up to the File menu first, and when I go to the File menu, I'm going to choose New. Inside of the New Document dialog box, you can change the profile up here to Web. Once you change it over to Web, you're going to see that several options change as compared to what we saw in the Print dialog box a few moments ago. Here we have the ability to change the size, and these are based on standard web graphic sizes that you might use. However, in a web-based workflow, the size is never really set in stone. So depending on what type of project you're working on, these numbers will undoubtedly change. And you can customize the size just by plugging in the numbers in the width and height box right here. The units are going to be in pixels for these types of documents, and I don't suggest that you change that. Pixels are the universal unit of measurement for the web and screen-based graphics. It makes it easy for you to translate that to a normal screen size, and also, if you're working with a developer, they're going to understand pixels a lot more than they'll understand inches or centimeters. You won't need to worry about bleeds on web-based documents, though, because there's no bleed on a screen. At the bottom here, you have advanced options that correspond to a web-based workflow as well. The color mode has been automatically switched to RGB, raster effects set to 72 pixels per inch, preview mode is set to default, and also down here at the bottom, you may see a checkbox that says Align New Objects to Pixel Grid. If you have this box checked, that means that objects inside of your Illustrator document will automatically snap to the invisible pixel grid that exists inside of Illustrator. This means that these objects will maintain their edge fidelity and there won't be any unnecessary anti-aliasing that happens upon export. If you want more information about aligning new objects to the pixel grid, I highly recommend you check out my Illustrator for Web Design course here at lynda.com. I'm going to uncheck this box for now and collapse the advanced options. In addition to these web sizes here, you can also target specific device sizes inside of this dialog box by dropping down the profile and choosing Devices. This is great if you're creating designs for mobile responsive websites or even applications for mobile and tablet devices. You can choose between all these different sizes here, including iPad Air, iPad Mini, iPhone 5S, Nexus 5, Nexus 7, Kindle Fires, Galaxy S5, and even the Microsoft Surface Pro 2. In order to create a document that corresponds to one of these screen sizes, just select it from the list. Illustrator will automatically give you the proper dimensions for that screen size. In this case, the iPhone 5S has a dimension of 640 pixels wide by 1136 pixels tall. I can also choose the device orientation by switching the page orientation over here. So for instance, if I have a portrait orientation, that means the device is going to be sitting straight up. If I choose a landscape orientation, that's in essence simulating the rotation of the device 90 degrees. When I hit OK, it's going to create a brand new document at that exact screen size, making it easy for me to create mock-ups for devices or mobile responsive design websites. In any case, the design process for web is much like that of print. There's just a few subtle differences that you need to be aware of, and hopefully now you understand those and you know how to create documents for a web-based workflow.